Good morning and welcome to BOTB HQ in Parsons Green, South West London. My name is Christian Williams, a presenter here at BOTB. And we're here this morning to judge the latest dream car competition, which ran from the 7th to the 13th of December 2020. Just before I hand over to the lawyer this morning, once again, huge congratulations to last week's winner of the dream car competition, Darren Rudd, winning that amazing little Fiesta ST2 plus £50,000. I'm now going to pass over to Charlie Hanson from Onside Law, who will oversee the proceedings this morning.
My name's Charlie Hanson from Onside Law, and I'll be overseeing the judging this morning. Firstly, I can confirm that the competition data has already been sent to the auditing company Assets. I would now like today's judges to introduce themselves and, using a secure link provided, mark on the screen where they think the centre of the ball should be. The group will then come to a final panel decision.
Good morning, my name is Matt Cannon. I'm a senior county referee and footballer, and I played on Saturday and Sunday.
I'm Nigel Hicks. I've been a Supply League match official for the best part of 30 years, and I'm an experienced football administrator.
Hi, my name's Renee Hector, and I'm a football player for Watford FC Women, and I'm a coach for Tottenham Hotspur Foundation.
Hi, I'm Matthew Ray. I've affiliated in multiple counties across England, currently in Gloucestershire, and have refereed from grassroots through to professional academies.
Good morning, my name is Leo Donnellan. I'm an ex-professional football player, having been with Chelsea, Fulham and Leyton Orient.
My name is Kieran Fitzgibbon. I've played football for more than 30 years and am now a senior county referee.
Good morning, my name's Peter Giorgio. I'm a football and futsal referee.
Good morning, my name's Roger Wheeler. I'm a referee and I have been refereeing and lining for more than 30 years.
Good morning, my name's Andy Braithwaite and I'm a football referee, mentor and licensed observer.
Good morning, my name's Hugh Gilroy. I'm a referee, mentor, tutor and observer.
Judges, please now come to a final panel decision. For your reference, the larger white cross is the calculated average of the 10 individual selections.
Good morning, all.
Morning.
We've got two players in shot and some spectators, some coaches and things in the background. To my mind, it looked like the blue player was either going to head it or just flick the ball on, and the player in green's quite static. He's sort of bedded down on his legs looking up to the ball. So I'm going to draw some lines. I'm going to draw first from this player in green. I'm going to draw up. And you'll see I'm going to discount Nigel's in this vision just because he's so much lower than the rest of us.
Yeah.
And that gives a quite a narrow band of field from this player. And then if I take the blue player's eyes, it's a bit of an odd position. Because he's craning his eyes back, his eyes are as far over to his left-hand side as he could possibly go. So that may give some indication why some people have chosen to have the sort of ball behind his head. And Leo, I'll take yours as first. I'll chat to you about yours. Yours is sort of the furthest to the left eye behind the player in blue. And just if I could get your thoughts on.
Hi, Matt.
Morning.
Yes, I think the player in blue is hanging in the air, sort of waiting for the ball to come to head the ball. I think if you look at his body shape with his arms a little bit lower, that's kind of what you do when you're hanging in the air. And I've put the ball, my cross where I did, because even though his eyes might be looking a little bit more lower, only slightly lower, but I think he's got to head the ball. So obviously looking at his forehead's going to make contact with the ball. So just with his whole sort of demeanour and his body shape, that's why I went there.
Okay. Peter, you're of the 9 judges in this sort of upper quadrant, you're of the lowest, if I discount Nigel for now. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I've really just gone on the eye line. I just thought it was lower with the, let's say, the lower cluster of crosses there in that area, and using the guy in the green looking in that general direction as well. I just thought it was just using the eye line rather than anticipating the actual ball maybe going over his head or coming in. So that's where I believe that the ball was. I just thought it was just lower with his eyes looking down. Okay,
well, for now, I'll remove Nigel's choice, which moves the average up into this quadrant, into the centre of all of us. With I'm furthest now to the right, Peter's lowest, and we have Rene and Leo up furthest to the left and highest up. I mean, if I take you, Rene, what are your thoughts? You're just up here. If I highlight your choice.
Yeah, so I felt like the player in blue is probably the attacking player, and the player in green is probably a defender. I'm guessing like a right back and a left winger. And I actually feel like the player in blue has already flicked the ball on. So yeah, just judging by obviously where his head is and his eyes, I felt like the ball couldn't be too low, because obviously majority of the time, if you flick the ball on, it has to pop up a little bit. And then I've just taken the eye line from the player in green. I haven't really taken too much from the people on the bench, because it looks like they're not overly completely concentrated on what's going on in the background anyway. So I didn't take much information from that. So yeah, that's why I've decided to put the cross there.
Yeah, I agree. I took a little bit of information from the male coach, and I think the female coach, I didn't take much notice of her. I think she's more looking at the general play. Let me see. Hugh, you're sort of quite close to this new calculated average. And do you agree that this player's headed the ball or is just about to head the ball? Because that seems to be the two differences between the heights, from what I've heard so far, is it's either been headed, missed, or flicked on.
Yeah, I felt that he just played it and was kind of coming back on the way down, just given how his arms were.
Yeah.
But I think either way, it was relatively close and imminent, because he is obviously off the ground. But I just felt more so from his left eye, he was kind of looking downwards rather than across.
Yeah, sure. Yes, as I alluded to earlier, that his eyes are as far over to his left-hand side as they can possibly go, really. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So at the moment, we've got quite a spread, but it's a sort of right to left spread. I'm a bit concerned personally that because of the eyes, we have some choices where the eyes, I think, are straining to be watching the center of the ball. And I understand fully that it's, if you flick it on, then the ball's gone. The fact that the guy's eyes are open may suggest that he's just coming in to head the ball, or maybe misjudged it. And I think that's what Leo said. He thought he was hanging, waiting for the ball to come down. This player in green has sort of stopped. So that to me would suggest the ball is coming into his direction. Yeah, but Hugh, you're again in the middle here. Have you got any other thoughts on this?
Me, Matt? Or
yes, sorry, Hugh, yeah.
Additional to what I just said, or?
Yeah.
What about whether some of the eye lines are too
No,
high?
sorry, I beg your pardon, I didn't explain myself fully. Whether the players played it, is just about to play it, or it's actually passed him by.
Yeah, I thought he just played it personally.
Yeah, okay.
That was my view.
Yeah. Kieran, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm quite similar to Hugh. I think he's just played it. I think the position, I understand what Leo's saying about the body position of the player, but I think where he's looking, he wouldn't necessarily be hanging in that position. I've personally felt that he's just played it. His eye lines are looking in a downward direction, as you say, as far across the left as possible. It's just come off him, as Rene said. So that's why I felt it's there.
Okay, so I think we'll need a panel vote on to remove Nigel's and to judge with this selection as the judged average, with all of the rest of us left in as a sort of correlating left and right, top and bottom. And obviously with our differing opinions about whether the player is waiting to play the ball and to play it, which I think is quite important for the people who play the competition to understand. Our views are sort of slightly changed from a footballing point of view. So I will suggest that we, as my vote, use that panel decision. Obviously, Nigel.
Yes, I agree with that.
Okay. Rene?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Matthew?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, thank you. Morning. Leo?
I agree.
Yeah. Kieran?
Yes, I think that's right.
Yeah. Peter?
Yeah, it takes in both views. So yes.
Yeah. Roger?
Yeah, I'd be happy with that, Matt.
Yeah.
Very good.
Great. Andy?
Yeah, I'm happy with that average, Matt.
Great. And then lastly, Hugh.
Yep, happy.
Okay. So thank you, Charlie. For a panel decision, we've decided to on the calculated average with Nigel's cross taken out.
Great, thanks, Matt. So if you're all happy, please click submit. Thank you, judges. The coordinates selected are 1432497. These coordinates will now be passed to the auditing company assets to calculate the winner of the competition, and they will then inform BOTB. That concludes the judging process. Thank you.